Section 2, transformations. Now the question is, where is section 1? Alright, so when it comes to English paper 2, always the first question, it is under structure. Then under structure we have two sections. Under structure we have two sections. So section 1, that's where now you're going to meet a clause passage, prepositions, vocabulary, all those stuffs. Then when it comes to section 2, that's where now you're going to meet what? Transformations. Okay, and between section 1 and section 2, one of the trickiest, it is section 1. Under section 2, that's when now you're going to meet rewrites. And rewrites are, I can simply call them as what? One of the weak parts, okay? Rewrites are one of the easiest things whenever it comes to structure. Under structure, rewrites are one of the simplest ever, okay? So now take advantage of what? Of rewrites. Let us look at the instruction. So it reads, in each of the following items, sentence A is complete, but sentence B is incomplete. Complete sentence B each time, making it as similar as possible in meaning to sentence A. Make sentence B one sentence. Never two. Do not make any changes to the printed parts of sentence B. Alright, so we have been given the example here, A. So A here means sentence A, then B here means sentence what? B. So sentence A, it reads, the prince is intelligent and kind. The prince is intelligent and kind. Then we have been given the helping word, okay, which is not only. So we should begin with this word, which is not only. Mind you, whenever you are rewriting rewrites, you have to maintain the meaning. Do not change the meaning of the sentence. You can add up words, okay? You can add up words in order for the sentence to come out accurately or correctly, okay? You can add up your words, but make sure you must not run away from the actual meaning of the sentence, okay? So here the correct answer was, not only is the prince intelligent, but he is also kind. And these rewrites particularly, they do involve what? Contrast. All right, now let us move to question number 1. Number 1, it reads, a snake bit me when I was sweeping the bedroom. A snake bit me when I was sweeping the bedroom. So the first key thing that you have to understand very well, whenever you are answering rewrites, you have to take note of the following. Number 1, you have first to identify the type of what rewrite you are handling. Okay, identify the type of rewrite. It will be very much easy for you now to write the correct rewrite. Avoid that tendency of wanting to know, wanting just to write. You will end up making mistakes. Okay, first identify. Now, how are you going to identify? Simple. You have to look at the what? The sentence B. The short sentence now, if you check, it's B. Here they have said what? Sweeping. Okay, now what type of a rewrite is this? So this kind of rewrite, number 1, what I can simply say, so rewrite number 1 under the 2025 GCE examination, it was a rewrite involving, so this is a rewrite involving what? Gerunds. So question number 1, okay, rewrite, it was involving what? Gerunds. Okay, now the first key question that you must ask yourself, what is a gerund? So we can simply say a gerund is a verb. A gerund is a verb ending ing, I, N, then what? G. So when you see a rewrite whereby they'll just say begin eating, begin sweeping, begin dancing, okay, begin cooking, as long as there is ing at last, just know it's a what? It's a gerund. It begins with what? With ing. It begins with a what? With a gerund. So rewrite number 1, okay, it involved a what? A gerund. Mind you, what is a gerund? A gerund is a verb ending ing. Okay? A word that ends with what? Ing. We term it as a what? As a gerund. Okay? So now, since we have said that a gerund is a verb ending ing, take note, these rewrites, we can also call them as rewrites involving verbs. Okay? Because this is a verb, sweeping. Okay, you perform an action whenever you are doing what? You are sweeping. So these rewrites also we can call them as rewrites involving verbs, or you can simply say rewrites involving gerund. What is a gerund? A gerund is simply a verb ending ing. Now what are you going to do? Way too simple. You are going to do this. Since here it says we must what? Begin with what? With sweeping. Okay? Begin with what? Sweeping. So here, what are you going to do? You have to look for where the word sweeping is. In sentence A, so sentence A, it reads, a snake bit me when I was sweeping the bedroom. If you check, where is sweeping here? You start checking for the word sweeping. You start checking. Here we have A, we have snake, we have bit, we have me, we have when, we have I, we have was, we have sweeping. So if you check, we do have this word sweeping. You just have to continue. You just have to continue with the what? With the rest of the sentence starting from where sweeping is. So we are going to continue from here saying sweeping the bedroom. You just continue saying that sweeping the what? Sweeping the bedroom. That's what you're going to do. You're going to say sweeping the bedroom. Then once you are just done, okay? Copying the entire sentence, what are you going to do? You have to put a comma. Okay, you have to put a comma. That's what you have to do. So when they say begin eating, you have to look for the word eat or eating in the same what? Sentence. Then now just continue copying. Okay, you are going to end where the sentence ends. Now where the sentence ends, you have to put a what? You have to put a comma. Why do we put a comma here? Because we have to mention the person who was sweeping the bedroom. Because here it says sweeping the bedroom. Now the question is, who was sweeping the bedroom? All right, that's what you should understand. So now, if you check here, it says a snake bit me. If you check, we have the word here, me. Okay. So we cannot write sweeping the bedroom, me. This me, it will change to what? To I. Alright? Because it won't make sense to say sweeping the bedroom, me. No, but sweeping the bedroom, I. Okay? Which means the one who was sweeping the bedroom was I, the person. So you're going to say sweeping the bedroom. You're going to say I. Always take note, whenever you are writing I in English, when it is alone, I, it is always what? Capitalized. You have to write I in a capital letter. So sweeping the bedroom, comma. Then what are you going to do? I normally advise my students before they even start answering a rewrite, they have first to come up with what? With an equation. So let us first come up with an equation so that we finish it, you see. So here, our equation, when you see a gerund, okay, when you see a gerund, so this is the equation that you must use. So the equation is like this. So these equations, they do help in terms of you knowing them truly. So gerund, we have said, what is a gerund? A gerund, it's a verb ending what? Ing. So our equation, it will be like this. We're going to say gerund plus what? Plus location. Okay, so this is our equation. So we're going to say gerund plus location. You have seen? Then now we're going to say comma. You have seen? So gerund plus location. Then after a comma, we have to mention the what? The main subject. We have to mention the main subject. The main subject, this is what we do. So gerund plus location. So if you check, sweeping here is our gerund, then the bedroom is the location. Okay, then now a comma, we mention now the what? The main subject. Take note that whenever it comes to English, subject simply means the doer of the action, okay, or the person under discussion. All names of people in English, we are going to call them as subject. So here we have the main subject. Why main subject? Because we are simply referring to a person who was what? Performing an action. So we are going to say gerund plus location, comma, main subject. So this is our equation. Then we're going to say plus here. What are we going to do? here, if you check, since here we have I, okay, we have the main subject, which is what? I. So here we are going to say was, okay. If we had many people here, would have written where. So our equation, it will be like this. This equation normally works, okay, very well. So was plus what? Where. You are going just to choose according to the type of question that you'll be what? You'll be dealing. So gerund plus location, comma, main subject plus was or slash where. Then now, after writing this, we're going to say plus what? Plus past what? Past participle, okay? Past participle, okay? Plus past participle plus what? Plus by. So this is the equation that one has to use. So by here represents an agent, okay? Now let us move. Let us use this equation in order to answer the question. So if you check, here we have sweeping, okay? We have sweeping. Sweeping here represents a gerund. Then we have the bedroom, represents the location, then comma, comma, then we have the main subject. So the main subject here simply means the person who was performing an action. Now it says sweeping the bedroom. Who was sweeping the bedroom? Then here you are going to write I. So if there was a name of a person, we would have written the name of the person, okay? So here it's I, because in the sentence it was me. We cannot say me. We have to change me to I, okay? So sweeping the bedroom, comma, I represents the main subject. Then now if you check, okay, we have I. Since here we have one person, are we going to use was or where? Correct. We are going to use the word was because we're talking about what? One person. So we're going to say I was, okay, you just choose. So you're going to say I was what? I was. Then now you have to check. Here, since we have used was, okay, then here we must, there's a term here which is called what? Past participle, which means past participle in this case simply means what? We have to look now for a verb here. If you check, we have a snake bit. This bit is going to change to what? To bitten, okay, or to beaten. I was bitten, okay, I was bit. So now we have changed the word here. So if you check, we have a snake bit. So this bit is going to change to what? To beaten. But there are some words whereby they can just write it for you. The word, it can be in past tense already, like for example, okay, you cannot change the word. Let me say caught. It's caught, okay, caught. Apart from caught, let me say stung, okay, these words are even hit. Okay, we cannot say heated. I was heated. No. These words, they are already in their what? Past participle. So I will say I was beaten. Okay. Then now we have what? By. Okay. By. I will say by a what? By a snake. Okay. By a snake. And take note, whenever you are answering gerund, after just a comma, the sentence must be in a passive voice. Okay, in a passive what? Voice. What? Okay, what does the word in short, what are passive voices? In short, I am simply telling you to write your sentence in past tense. After just the comma, the sentence must be maintained in what? In a past tense. This is what it means. Otherwise, this is how question number 1 was supposed to be what? To be written. So it was sweeping the bedroom, comma, I was bitten by a snake. Now I am giving you this one, guys. Try it out. I will be looking at your answers via the comment section. So now the question goes like this: a dog, okay. So a dog chased. So a dog chased me. Okay. While I was running in the park. Okay, so a dog chased me while I was running in the park. Then now the rewrite begins with the word running. I am waiting for your answers, guys. Thank you very much.